The focus has been towards double doors or cave. Nothing really towards hall, up towards the switch or nothing other than this poison orb that comes up. Yeah.
I think we're used to people exploiting that quite a lot. They'll always have that lurk coming through. I mean, it's so viable in this.
Because once again now we're seeing Laz adjust his setup. There's actually nothing. They need to invest a man to actually watch halls, which is a huge pressure on the defense.
And I've been looking to see who it's been. Yeah, Takajay's been there occasionally, but who's the one patrolling it now? This is a bit of an adjustment actually from Zeta, actually in a substantial way. Okay, different look. Op still out.
Nice.
Couple of players working with left. Spectres here. Takajay does have the rifle, so he's still fine. Rachel in the back of the side playing by the box. While this happens, there is mid-control being built up, and they've actually got themselves towards double doors. So this is where the problems begin. No one facing middle. The overstacks towards the extremities leave mid open, and a great read coming out from Vivo. But on the side is Makiba doing a little bit of damage here and there, but Zhao is still getting frags, and NTK's chiming in with all that damage equates to nothing as Laz is the last one alive. Miles away from this. And once again, Vivo Key address the issues, maybe thinking, well, they're going to have to do something about RA. They're going to have to do something. Instantly go for that mid-piece.
It's a perfect response here, Laz.
1 contra 4.
Good hand. Try and find something. Leave a dent on the economy on the way out, but the Brewer's posted up. Oh, he's going to be spotted. He's a chance to find it.
Nice try.
He'll trade headshots, and the Vandal comes out on top. Evo Key now put themselves 5-2 ahead, and that's the sort of thing here. I mean, on the back of a couple of these rounds, you want to see Zeta actually just come out and say, right, we need to address what they're doing. We don't want to just let them sit there. And similar to what we saw Raider do in terms of anticipation of Zhou being the one to be finding space and trying to flank through as there's nothing else going on towards A. Not even trade off a utility in the early round, but this is where I'm now looking towards Zeta to be the one to become a little more decisive. Because at the minute, I mean, Vivo Key, after that kind of switch up in that anti-eco, now they're in the driving seat. They're in total control of the pace of this game.
And I think, again, for Vivo Key, they came out of that tactical timeout from Zeta perfectly. They read the adjustments they were making. You're right, they are leading this pace. They're leading the adjustments. Now, of course, the economy's been pretty much left in tatters with Zeta. And this is what I wanted to look at. Do they start exploring halls and door a little more? And again, little to no pressure. This could come through to be more of something they explore in the rifle round, something they could maybe look to exploit in the next upcomers when they're not just up against pistols.
On the anti-ecos, especially the attacking team. Where you want to kind of NTK gonna hit 2 clean shots there.
Show me the money. Let's go.
That's still to deal with. That's just gonna ping on close on Rita.
Oh, nice job, dude.
People find the last 2.
Oh.
Really nicely cleaned up. But just to come back to that point on these anti-ecos, that's where you want to kind of plant the seeds, right? Those conditioning factors to actually, on the buy round, make sure that Zeta have to invest a man on hall. And it's creating a weakness somewhere else, but just plant the seed that we might do it now.
Yeah, but as well, if you're Vivo Keyed, part of my brain is saying, just hit that B side. You've conditioned them so badly to overstack A now. You've identified they've been putting the sky there, they've been putting, everything to this. And again,
is back over there now.
So they've left the one player soloing, which is Makiba. He's got his ult, so maybe that's what they're planning to use on this one. There it is. It's not like it's an impenetrable wall, though. There is still problems here. If they show just a little bit of leg towards that A side, they're going to stick on this.
Oh, no, get out there.
Oh, Makiba's made an absolute meal of it. Game on, B's theirs, and they are a mile away. Is there anyone to punish the rotations? That's the next layer I'm looking at. Who's still around? NTK, maybe? Looking a little towards Vixen, potentially, as the spike's going down.
Well, NTK can play this very late as well. He's got his Hunter's Fury, so in this scenario, he can stay so far behind Zeta. Lad's still aware of the possibility. He's not going to
get your gun out, bud. What are you doing?
We'll catch him.
NTK probably kicking himself for that mistake. Zeta pulled off a great retake before, so don't think that they can't do this. Vivo need to really be on their toes here. 2 players turning the flash and the push on the back foot. Morris, good work towards Crow. Lovely shot as well from Vixen. That's the combination you want to see from Vivo here. Finally holding in this post plant. They have no idea what's going on.
Lo están aplastando.
In Zeta's heads. I'm worried about this. I think these adjustments now. Okay, well, what do we do? What do we do with this? Because now they're reading our stacks. Do we go back to our standard approach? How can we get around this? Because this is just a fumble, and it sucks to see, but You put one player with all that pressure coming their way, it can happen.
Well, that's the thing. When you're the one player, you don't want to be messing about with utility in that scenario. You got your ultimate down, sit in it. Honestly,
Porque tiene el monitor tan cerca.
So they know that he's playing on their side towards the choke, and they effectively can just push all the way in there. They just know they need to play for the trade inside the Viper's pit.
Ah, no, se me hace demasiado cerca.
Oh, it seems we are at Masters. New crosshair coming out for NTK here.
O sea, yo no podría
it's
ver.
An interesting one. I think the smiley face.
Si saben lo que, o sea, me refiero.
And there we go. He's changed back to normal. So if you want to get that crosshair, it's a top secret one. Can't be having it. But for now, Rita with that frenzy going to be finding NTK. Actually a bit of a push up on the NTK, actually playing out from that A side.
Wow!
But as said, the rest of Vivo were a little bit further back, so they're still fine and they're just free farming.
Mató tres.
J though did try and make the most of it while pushing mid. It is a 3v2. But the problem is, okay, there is now actually a problem. Okay, Seekers go out. He's got the spike. He needs to defend this. Hopefully not just with his life. So now he knows they're both coming from middle. He has every piece of information he can have. Where is Makiba in support in this? I need him right there in trading range. Good timing on the dog to come out. They know what's up. Line it up. There we go. Poison comes down and they go, is he pushing this? Jay tries to keep control of that spike, but will they realize that Reina is just around?
Nah,
oh, they have
se los va a matar, dude.
Destruction in the end after a valiant attempt.
Yeah, really.
Por no revisar, dude.
Let's say a little slow to rejoin his teammate there. As soon as the Seekers go out, they're both heading towards mid. You know you have a window of opportunity to come through and hold on to this, but Vixen does well enough to deal with initially the first wave, you could say, of aggression coming down, but overwhelmed towards the end. Ruiz tucks himself in and finds both to close it out.
Baiteado? Es debated, dude. Se dice debated, no baiteado. Bueno, sí tiene sentido, sí se dice baiteado. Pero eso no es debated.
Finances rolling for Vivo Keyed. Ultimates available here as well. Viper's Bet, Hunter's Fury. That's the first one going out there. We'll get the first tag. Yeah.
Sí, va a morir.
This time's happy to claim that. Pop it in the pocket.
Lo agarraron muy bien, dude. Si se mueve de esa esquina, le va a dar la operator. Y si no se mueve,
from the Killjoy taking that space up,
le va a dar la R. Dude, no podía moverse.
He's gonna be in trouble. Maybe realizing they could still be Makiba, who's been consistently playing that side of the map. So they still need to take their time. Maybe trying to read out what Zeta are up to now. What's the adjustment that they've gone for? The op is still out, but not being particularly proactive. Just holding the lines for now, which leaves a lot of the map open.
Makiba once again drifted into spawn.
Están tranquilos, mantienen un minuto.
But B-site wide open. Looks as if Vivo Keyed have their finger on the pulse. The wall will come through. Everybody going to stack up, and Crow got the Hunter's Fury rated with the Blade Storm, but Vivo Keyed with the man advantage here. What's that? Yeah, kind of a weird retake.
¿Está libre?
Actually, on the side of Makiba. Kind of splits in front of the pillar there.
¿Está libre?
See how they try and use this. Well, not going to get to see.
Yeah. That's in Crow.
Standing ahead.
Crow gets a little more information.
Te está viendo, te está viendo.
And anything else? Good start here. 4 more to go though. As the timing on this, they just don't have any time left at all, and they're getting nothing out of it either. NTK already going to start leading.
Lo van a dejar, dude.
But economic damage doesn't really matter at this point in my mind. If you're sat at such a deficit, I just look towards the rounds here. And for Laz and Crow, this is a bittersweet to even be able to keep those rifles. It doesn't really sit well, and this is something that we kind of expected, theorized.
Nah, no la van a voltear.
Snowballing, and I feel that's exactly the case. When even in the early rounds, what Vivo Keyed were able to achieve, not just in winning rounds out, but Joe's efforts over on the B side of the map and having a really, really good beat on rotations. I know Baller talked about that in particular. If you can find one person that can just locate somebody in terms of audio cues, in terms of finding space towards Nest, towards obviously B site itself, it's so valuable on Breeze.
It is. And I think Vivo Keyed is showing some real diligence on this map as well. It should be paid attention to by the other teams going forward. However, that's if they get there. There's only map 1, and this is an elimination game. And we've once again got this set piece towards A.
Ahí viene.
Everyone just piling out.
Hay uno ahí, man, hay uno ahí.
In front of that wall, they're happy with this. KJ ult goes down. Rinse and repeat. Gonna draw out Hunter's Fury. By now, they're already in towards the site. Oh, this is
Va a morir. Va a morir Zeta.
Extreme rattiness, and I enjoy it. Absolutely love that.
¿Cómo es que no ha muerto Zeta?
Actually, Takase going to find NTK through the wall as well.
¿Logró escapar?
Dixon has the Viper Spit, but he's not been able to get up close to sight. And Akid taking casualties now. They know there's one on the flank. Joe actually going to try and get up towards Switch, maybe swing the door open, but there's 3 players to deal with on a site. Vivokey going to play this as 2 solos, to be honest with you. Vixen will identify Laz in that corner.
Yeah, but all the attention is being drawn this way. If he was able to stay alive, I could have maybe seen a bit more space for this to come to something, but it seems they're very aware of the chance, and there it is. Now, we've heard something about this scoreline, Hypoc, but...
9-3ers?
Oh, 9-3, dude!
I'm not sure how I feel about it, though.
Oh, no.
I feel great. The curse is real. Whether or not we're going to see it in full effect here, we'll have to wait and see, Lauren.
Voltear.
Gaming flawless to close out the half. I think a statement sent by Vivokey. They look very, very comfortable here on Breeze, and again, able to dictate the pace early on and maintain it as well. That's the important thing.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Yo en el 3. Si hacen 9-4, dude, ya perdieron. Así de sencillo.
It does seem as though Sean is standing by. Let's get a little bit of a roundup of what we just saw.
Yes, indeed, Lauren. So what I have for you guys here is an A execute that Vivokey did early on in this match. And I picked this round because we can see a lot of planning from both teams. So I really want to focus on the Vipers to kick things off, and that's why we're going to start with Vixen. So let's roll the clip for a little. We're going to see this really cool Poison Orb lineup he has. That's going to go way deep in the A halls, and then the wall to cut across the A site. On the other hand, Makiba is throwing the smoke that's on default plant spot, which is really going to make things difficult for the attacking squad. And then also the wall that also stalls off any A hits. So let's pause here real quick, and I'll go ahead and describe everything we're seeing. So we saw the wall on the attack side cut through the site. This is the defensive wall coming over across, and then we have the 2 poison orbs that are going to be in these 2 spots. So a lot of utility right now being thrown at the A site by the Vipers. You can see the B site over here, that's locked down by the Cypher. We have the double trips to protect him. He has 2 cages also right next to him, so that way if the hit comes in and there's, you know, recon arrows come in, he can hide in those cages and also use his camera down at the bottom.
Ah, ¿por qué lo pusieron emoticones?
Let's start watching the clip for a little bit here, and notice how also the attackers are very comfortable because the turret is actually down here at the bottom of the screen holding the flank. Okay, and the drone's coming in. Pause real quick. So right now you can see on the screen what you're going to notice is everyone is looking for Joe to get his ult. The strat relies on this Killjoy ultimate, the lockdown going down, and wait till you see where he pops it from. So let's roll the clip again. And you can see they're following the drone, they're through the wall to make sure no one's directly behind it. They're waiting out this Viper molly, and there he goes. He's off into the corner, and the lockdown is initiated. And now we can see from the perspective of Makiba, he doesn't have many options here. He has nowhere to go. So what does he do? He updrafts over Makiba's utility, takes him out, and that's what opens up the round. So we're pausing here real quick, and I'm going to show you why this round all of a sudden got really, really sketchy for the Brazilians. So you can see the Sova just got done blind ulting all over towards the back of sight, you know, forcing the issue. The Killjoy ultimate is pushing these players out of the site, and then he is attacking them with the ultimate as well. So the teamwork coming in from Vivokey, and then you can see the Killjoy has made her way very aggressively, actually, using these boxes as protection, hugging that right corner of them, and then meanwhile Heat is going to go up for support. And then we have Reese actually going in the middle of the site, and let's play the clips again. And you can see they're getting hyper aggressive actually right now. This is very typical when you watch Vivokey play. They're not comfortable actually just playing the standard post plants. They want to force the issue and get not 1-man advantage, but 2 or 3. And you can see the Sky Flash comes in right there from Zeta, and that's what gives the space actually for this retake. Sky takes out the Killjoy in the site, and the Seekers are brought online, and these Seekers are ultimately what allow Zeta to come back into the round. So you can see Zeta will actually be successful in the retake of this site, but I wanted to draw attention to how layered the hits were coming in from Vivokey on Breeze here, because they look really good today. Anyway, back to you guys, Lauren and Hypoc.
No, I'm in agreement there. They do look fantastic, at least on this map, in this scenario. I'm curious to see if those other results we saw coming out from Zeta on Split, for example, maybe change how this matchup looks, but especially in Breeze, a couple of those pointers that Sean kind of brought up here ring very true.
Yeah, for sure. And I think one thing I was concerned about, particularly on the defense, is not really seeing Takajay and Rita combine or even playing the same side of the map, right? And with Makiba's possibilities with the Viper Wall, you know, making some of these small set pieces to take space and find those first bloods on defense. Now, you have mountains to climb. Initially, a couple of feelers send out towards the side. Actually, outside of Vivo Keyed, 3 players committed here. It's pretty deep in halls. And then Muriz playing just outside the switch. This is a really interesting setup, actually, Lauren. I'm not sure if this is in anticipation or just on the early round information here. But NTK now making moves towards Nest. I think they know roughly where Zeta are set up.
I'm waiting. Yeah, this is everything.
Because it's Laz, it's going to be a big indicator. Oh,
wow. Wow.
Laz quicker on the adjust than Heat this time. That's going to dismantle this hold for now, and Laz is drawing a lot of tension here. He can just kind of sit himself down, post up, and wait for the fight. Well,
La miércoles, dude.
To him,
yeah, okay, for like the last 2 kills are just wild. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just been like one of those, like what are you meant to see? But Zeta quietly approaching through middle, quick pop, flash close to doors, no one really there, but Muriz is deeper on the other side, and that's a problem. He's got the big boy gun in this sort of round.
Girl!
And that's enough of a problem for them to turn around, but they can't. They've got 12 seconds, they have to do something.
10 seconds
and well, Muriz is just chilling out. Look at him, just free farming. This guy is
No!
just not letting them pass. This is his site, and Crow may get 1, but it does not matter. The round is theirs. Double digits achieved in the first round of the second half.
I mean, early on, Zeta making the correct moves. Again, sending Laz out to find something, and on that lurk, does actually find a kill.
Yep.
Yes, creates a little bit of pressure and maybe makes Vivo Keyed reconsider, but actually then, there's just NTK and Muriz to move across towards the side. They hold on to it. Don't even need to flinch.
Despite all his rage, he is just still a penguin in the cage. Look at him, hanging out. Nice. Nice. 10-3. Now I'm a bit worried this turns into a formality for Zeta, but I'm looking at that second map on the horizon more than anything now in my mind. Unless they turn this. I think if they turn this, fair enough, but they're coming in with classics. You know, we have to be realistic about this one. It's not looked great so far. They haven't had much of a shot on the attacking side, but with a commanding scoreline like we had on the half, that's how the cookie crumbles. But let's see if there's anything left in the tank. What can they bring us here? Already Heat's going to spot out most of the play and also just takes up. Oh!
Whoa!
Follow up as well. This ain't pretty. Doesn't even need.
What?
Doesn't need.
Whoa!
Get out of here! Get out!
You should have seen your faces.
No!
Yay impression,
Let's go.
Some clean shots from Heat. 20 and 7
Clipealo, clipealo, dude. Holy.
I could watch this all day. Like this, I'm like, okay, that's fine. Yep, fair enough. Those stacked up. Ooh. Ooh.
Dude!
It's quite
Holy!
It feels bad for Laz there. I think the worst of the no-scopes to be on the receiving end of.
It's not close. You're not like, oh, it's a bit lucky. No.
Well, this is the round.
Okay.
They've got guns. They've got guns, Lauren.
Oh, guns, damn. It's a classic. Yeah, they do, and it's a mountain to climb. And I will sit here and I will wait. I will see what Zeta can bring, because right now Vivo are just styling on them. Everything looks good. They're feeling themselves. You have to break that confidence and build back flawlessly. That's not the start you'd want if that was the case.
Creo que lo mata
Already look at the net, it's closing in. They've got
Dude, la
themselves
gente
on
no
the
usa
site. They don't have much outside of that. Laz did catch that mid-play, so NTK has been removed. That's a really good start for them here. Keep those rifles in play, and you're right, it's Heat that scares the life out of me. Muriz has found one. Heat now makes his appearance. He knows where Takajay is. That's going to be called out. It's that final player lurking in middle, and away we go. He dives in. He's breathing with confidence, and you can see as to why. 3K just to confirm it. That's going to be 12. Looming on the board now.
Yeah, just again, that's all but a formality in the second half now. They put themselves on map point. Zeta financially in the bin. Have to throw something at this.
Uno más.
I mean, the one you look towards in this round is the Blade Storm from Rata, and it's not available.
Damn.
Well, he's feeling himself.
Hell yeah.
Again, this is what we saw the other day, right? For somebody to put on that
One more
versus Envy, where arguably the
dudo mucho que quede en 14-12.
So
no van a quedar
14-12. Individually from Heat was so fantastic to watch, and demonstrating here once again that actually you give him room to breathe a little bit and
Imposible,
and he's putting on a show right now.
Brazilian talent starting to show. The region known to produce superstars. And he might just be one
Es que no pueden, no pueden.
See more. This is elimination game between these two and both
wow,
fighting for survival. But for now, Evo looking a little stronger in this, now 1 round away. Still a fashioned purchase, not a perfect one. Bulldog Guardian coming out, so it's a little lacking in certain areas like armor as well. Patience being shown, but he not necessarily known for his patience. That accuracy so spot on. Now, while this happens, there is a bit of an exploration towards middle. They are starting to explore, kind of going out towards pillar, towards elbow, maybe showing a little bit of presence, see if they can maybe draw a rotation. I wonder how quick he actually hits these rotations. Does he stick around? Well, the flash is certainly going to keep him present. And he, waiting for a reason to move in, there it is. Eyes distracted, time to strike. Couldn't quite get the shot that time. And we'll have to fall away, but the double dip, he ain't afraid. You can't shoulder peek this guy.
Oh, tiene operator.
No tiene. He goes down, but look at the back line is here. There's still 4 players to get past.
Key run rated now, left to find something.
No, dude, ¿cuánto le hizo?
But NTK in position. Revo keyed will close out 13-3 on Breeze, Lauren.
Good job, dude. Good job. Okay, dude, ahora sí. Bench. A ver, vamos a ir aquí. Come on, man. Ahora sí, estoy listo. Ahora sí. Nice. ¿Cuál me falta, dude? No, dashboard. Me falta esta. Memory number. 8. Ah, ok. 7-4. Ajá. Está fácil. 7-4-6. 7-4-6. 9006. 90006. 9006. 17-67-6. 17-67-6. Nice. 50-66-49. 50-66-49. 50-66-49. 50-66-49. Nice. 85-99-34-2. 85-99-34-2. 85-99. 85-99-34-2. Nice. 859-191-26, 859-191-26, 859-191-26, 859-191-56. ¡Oh, era 26! ¡No! That was close. Oh my Jesus. Ok, chimp test. Soy más inteligente que un chimpancé, dude. ¿Qué dices, dude? Claro que lo soy. Vamos a poner ese modo de rendimiento. Ahí está. Venga. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Shut up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 y 9. Nice, dude. Sí me gusta. Sí. Go. 1, 2, 3. ¿Dónde está el 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2... Ay, ¿dónde está el 3 ahora? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ay, Dios santo, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A ver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, my Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, my Jesus. I can't. No puedo. No puedo, dude. No puedo. No puedo, dude. Reaction time. ¡Ah! Oh! Fuck. Dude. Reaction time. No. Más. More. Ok, dame un segundo, deja arreglo mis runas porque luego no los arreglo mal. Ajá. A ver, ¿contra quién me enfrento? Come on. Come on. Dime. ¿Contra qué voy? Oh, fuck me. Para ver si me pongo armadura de resistencia mágica. Okay. No quiero hacer el verbal, dude. A ver. Esto es new, Saturdays, new, tackle, decoration. Ok, solo estaba practicando, ok, no era la real. Sí, voy a llevarme esto, man. Esa es buena idea irme por el otro, por el... Es demasiado CC, man. You think? No. No. No lo ocupo, dude. No lo ocupo. A ver. Donors, franchise, windrow, awaits, scene, garage, windrow, gimletin, awaits, garages, awaits. Este ya lo había visto. Este también. Este también. Este no. Este no. Este no. ¡Ey! Este no. Este no. Este no. Este no. Este no. Este no. Este sí. Este también. Este también. Este no. Este no. Este sí. Popoli. No. Este sí, no. Esta era la palabra, dude. Concrete sí lo he visto. El Bows no. Dumbbells. No, ese es no. Este también es no. ¡Ah! Hasta ahí puede llegar, man. Ah. Ah, Jesus. Come on, man. Sequence memory. Venga. Venga. 1, 2, 1, 2. Necesito solo rápido, man. Nice. Oh my Jesus. Ah, cierren los ojos, dude. Cierren los ojos. Ah, cierren los ojos, dude. Ok. Cierren aquí. Diamond, I found a diamond, I found a diamond for a diamond, I found a diamond. Baja participación de muertes.
Entonces, vuelve a ser premium.
Me vale verga. Jugador pasivo, tío, siempre juego pasivo. Laner vulnerable, tío, no me interesa. No me interesa morir ni jugar pasivo. Y este de baja participación de muertes se me hace muy tonto. Split pusher, loco por Poppy, transformador. No, nunca lo voy a ganar a Nasus, nunca lo voy a ganar.
La venganza no está lejos.
Así simple, nunca lo voy a ganar, man, así que supongo que lo voy a split pushear, dude. ¿Cómo le ganas a un Nasus, man? Manteniendo tu línea bajo tu torre, ¿verdad? Dude, es muy... Dude, ¿quién usa Nasus? En primera instancia. ¿Quién usa Nasus? Nadie. Nadie usa Nasus. Nadie usa Nasus.
Me comprometo al 100%.
Nadie usa Nasus. Sí, nunca le vas a dar. Nah, me voy a comer dos. Oh my Jesus, dude. Oh my dude. Dude, ya me hizo perder 3 minions, dude. Ah. No, dude. No. Woo. Really, dude? Dude, pero la marca está aquí. Vete a hacer la marca. What the fuck? ¿Yo? Oh my Jesus. Nah, está el vato aquí, man. Está bien, baja mi... Ah, viene para acá el maldito, dude. Nah, que venga. Ah, de mi nueva base, dude.
¿Para qué volví? ¡Ay, sí! ¡Más cosas! ¿Cómo que mi martillo es muy grande?
Dude, qué asco, dude. Deja de hacer eso. ¿Por qué frisea, dude? ¿Por qué no solo hay? Oh my jeez. Ah, fuck me, dude. ¿Tiene flash? ¿Cómo le ganas a esta cosa, dude? Dude, es que nadie juega, nadie juega esta porquería de campeón. Dude, ¿quién juega Nasus? Ah. Dude, ¿quién juega Nasus? Nadie lo juega, dude, nadie. Nah, dude. Qué porquería de campeón.
Yo... Sí, ¿cómo no?
Come on, man. Ven, oleada, ven, oleada. Ah, ¿venía por mí? Nah, dude. No tengo para la R. ¿En serio? ¿Qué hacen Asus aquí, man? The fuck? Asus, ponte a farmear. Ah, Asus, ponte a farmear, dude. ¿Qué haces aquí? Jesus.
Todo es parte del...
¿Qué hacen Asus aquí, man? Tiene R, man, así que no me preocupo. Yep. Are you fucking my... No, esta jungla es una porquería, dude. No, me estoy tilteando, dude. ¿Quién usa Nasus? Nadie usa Nasus, dude. Puta mierda de campeón, dude. La verga con esa puta mierda, dude. Nah, dude, ¿quién usa esa cosa? Nadie, dude. ¿Sabes que la van a cancelar el back? Ok. Hay que quitarnos eso, pushear la línea, irnos por rocosos, esperar a que pushee, agarrar al otro aliado y luego vemos qué pasa.
Sí, es más pesado de lo que
Hay
parece.
que quitarnos eso de encima, dude. Ah.
No te muevas. ¿Cómo que vamos a pelear?
What the fuck? Ah, fuck me, dude. Ah.
Más vale que levantes la guardia.
¿Vas a entrar o no, man? Ah, Jesus, dude. Nah. No sabes junglear, man. Sí, simple. Porquería de jungla, dude. Nah, es que no sabe junglear, man, así de simple. No sabe. No, lo peor, si se hace la full breaker ya perdí. Pero no se lo está haciendo, no sé por qué. Todavía se gana, güey, todavía se gana.
Así que te gusta pelear, ¿eh? Pues a mi martillo también.
Ah, genial, se va a hacer red. Eso. ¿Me puedo hacer unos... I don't know, algo?
Está bien, lo admito. Estoy perdido.
Oh my Jesus.
¿Y si me hago 3?
Ah. Ahí está. The fuck?
Es demasiado de tu parte.
Hola, gordito. ¡Hey! Sencillo, si no tiene oleada, man, no puedo hacer nada.
Espero agradarle al héroe.
No puedo hacer nada si no hay oleada, man. Es lo único que puedo hacer para ganarle.
Estuviste. No enojes a mi martillo. El martillo hace el trabajo. Yo solo
Es lo único que tengo para pararlo, man. No puedo hacer otra cosa. Holy moly, dude.
Bien, sigamos buscando al héroe.
Me casaron las botas, man. ¿Me está forzando a hacerme las botas? ¿En serio?
Forma de escuchar que te permite conectarte a tus altavoces, TV o cualquier dispositivo compatible mediante
Come on,
una
man.
configuración
Give me the
simple
money.
para que puedas disfrutar de tu música sin interrupciones. También puedes escuchar música on demand y reproducir cualquier canción, incluso en dispositivos móviles.
Jesus.
Cámbiate a Premium ahora mismo.
Ah.
Clic en el banner para obtener más información.
Me quedé sin maná, man. Si no, sí me quedaba.
Cada paso es uno menos.
What the fuck? ¿Tengo lag o soy yo?
Me vendría bien un sueño. ¿Cómo que mi martillo es muy grande?
Fuck. Holy moly, dude. Venían los tres aquí, what the fuck. My bad. Venían los tres aquí. Dude, what the fuck?
Las misiones son tan...
¿Por qué me paran a mí? Yo, chill. Solo buena por el nivel. Jesus. Au. ¿Qué quieres que haga? No puedo hacer nada. Literal. ¿Yo? Dude, me estás jodiendo la línea más de la que está.
Ya.
¿Acabas de fallar la Q?
Ya.
¿Acabas de fallar la Q? Vamos a vender esto y vamos a por esto. Vamos a ir a bot. ¿O no? ¿Van a ir a top o qué?
Es parte del plan.
Ok.
Fuera de mi camino.
Let's go, let's go.
Dale.
Fuck.
Héroe, yo.
No hay nada aquí, man. No. A ver, ¿a qué horas, man? Dude, 3 años en tirar esa Q, Blitzcrank. Ni siquiera ocupabas usar flash.
Me comprometo al 100%.
¿Estarán los picuchillos? Fuck, no hay nada aquí, man. No hay nada aquí.
Es más pesado de lo que parece. ¡Detente!
Ah. Vamos a mitad ahora.
No puedo abandonar algo tan importante.
No hay nada que farmear, man. Nada.
No te arrebatarán la vida.
Así que te gusta pelear, ¿eh?
Jesus Christ, dude. ¿Todos vienen a por mí?
¿Alguien vio un héroe por aquí?
Sí. The fuck is that? Ok, dale que sí, ya. Next. Nah. Bye. No voy a jugar esto. Dude. ¿Quién usa esta porquería de campeón, dude? No, eso ni un campeón sería esto, man. The fuck is that? Yo ahora tengo que cerrar esto, finalizar tarea y luego volverlo a abrir porque el cliente no funciona. Así de simple. Lo le damos aquí, finalizar tarea, y luego otra vez lo abrimos. ¿Por qué? Porque el cliente no funciona. Jesus. En serio, man, a veces el cliente es... Te lo toco abrir, cerrar y volver a abrir, man. What the fuck? Y no puedo jugar. Nice, ahora sí. Jesus Christ, dude. Méteme en partida. ¿Qué gané? ¿Qué gané? Ah, no.
A nosotros Amazon nos abrió el mundo de las ventas en línea. Pruébalo tú también.
No, fuck you. Oye, ¿puedes dejar de poner comerciales, dude?
I'm Jerry, and I'm a level 1 chef.
I'm Daniel, and I'm a level 2 chef.
Hola.
Hi, I'm Saul. I've been a professional chef for the past
Él es
20
mexicano.
years.
So today I'm going to be making some chips with bacon guacamole. It's really easy. You can
Bacon?
be noshing on some chips and guac in 30 minutes or less.
We're gonna make
¿Cómo que
homemade
bacon?
tortilla chips and guacamole that is nice and chunky with a little bit of a kick.
Today, I'm making pomegranate, mango, pineapple, chicharrón, guacamole. And it's going to be amazing, just like everything I make. If I don't believe in myself, who will?
Me tenía que reír, ¿verdad? Sí. Oh.
First, we're going to get started on our chips. Today, we're going to be using white corn tortillas. We're going to slice them into 8 little wedges.
I'm going to start by making my own chips with corn tortillas that I'm going to fry by myself. Can you imagine that?
I'm going to bake because, honestly, I'm a beginner. I don't trust myself around a frying pan.
Super easy process. All you need are some corn tortillas. I'm taking the tortillas, cutting them in half, and cutting them in half again. So I have something that's like this size.
First, I'm going to start with the jicama sticks. Basically, what a jicama is a vegetable root. It
¿Qué?
tastes like a mix of potato, apple, and pear.
All I'm going to do is zest this lime into a small bowl. I'm going to add a good amount of salt.
So we're gonna get started with our lime. I just got one of these lime juicers recently and it has completely changed my life.
And now I'm gonna make sticks, right?
What?
I want them to be like 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch. So this is thick enough. And this is when it becomes stick, like a French fry. And that'll be your stick for your guacamole. How do we keep this nice and crispy? Ice bath. Just
And we're gonna mix this with some
¿Ah?
avocado oil.
¿Un
Now we're
baño de
gonna
agua
spread
fría?
this evenly across all of our tortilla chips.
so for my other chip, I'm using plantain. We call this in Mexico plátano macho. So I'm gonna cut the edges here. We are going to put our fingers, maybe in 1/4 of an inch, and kind of cut it through that side. Now we're just gonna cut it over here to help remove the skin. And voila. I'm gonna grab a mandolin.
Sí, porque ahí es bien difícil quitarle la...
But I'm a professional.
La cáscara.
I'm a professional. I'm a professional. Everybody keeps saying that. And there you have it. A plantain.
Oil is hot. One little tester in there to see how it goes.
And kind of just dump it in there. And if you see a lot of bubbles, the more bubbles you see, the hotter it is. Just do one by one.
We're gonna mix some sea salt now into this little tray here. Smoked paprika isn't really that spicy. It's just gonna give kind of like a smoky, salty added flavor thing.
I'm gonna set them on a wire rack to cool, and also that allows the extra oil kind of drain out of there. Look at that, super easy. Took like less than a minute. We're gonna power through these.
So nice and cold, that's what we're looking for.
I mean,
I'm gonna wait for these bites to finish, then so I can keep adding more.
All right, so our chips are ready to go into the oven. I've preheated it at 350 degrees. Follow me.
Now, as I'm taking these out of the oil, while they're still hot and warm, I'm gonna start seasoning them with my lime and salt mixture.
Ah,
Not
Jesus,
too
copiar el
much,
baño.
but just enough
Ven,
to
el video
kind of
sin
give
mí.
them a nice coating.
The oil will absorb the salt, and the salt will stay longer.
So my chips have been in the oven for 7 minutes now, and it's time to get them flipped.
So the other chip that I'm using for my guacamole is chicharrón. Basically, it's a pork skin, and this has been dehydrated for more than 8 hours. I'm going to defry this, and I'm gonna use this as my plate.
No one wants to wait to eat chips and guac. They want them now.
Okay, that's it. Can't wait any longer. And this is what a chicharrón should look like and should sound like. The sound of happiness.
All right, so our chips are flipped. We're gonna get them back in that 350 degree oven, and we're gonna cook them for another 7 minutes.
I'm just gonna give them one last hit with the lime and salt mixture. Easy. Chips are done.
I'm gonna get to work on my mix-ins.
I'm going to start with a Serrano chili. Now, I don't want my guacamole to be like crazy hot, like I'm not using habanero peppers here. This is just enough, and I like the flavor on this, and I think one is just fine.
I'm going to grill the pineapple, and because I want to add some char to my dish. When you do this, make sure you cut like a nice piece of thick skin, so you don't have those dots in here. No one likes to eat those.
I gotta tell you, never confident about my knife skills, but I'm getting better every day.
I'm gonna cut the onion. I know a lot of people use white onions for their guacamole. I just prefer sweet onions in general.
Daniel, please. I'm just one call away, man. One text, be like, hey, dude.
I'm all about like a little bit of, I don't know, brightness in my meal, so it's sweet onions for me.
But again, Daniel, do what makes you happy, buddy.
Half of the onion also goes into the blender.
Our pineapple is ready, so I want it to be a medium size. It's just like cooking a steak. Make sure you have enough salt, pepper on both sides, and then just grill it. That's the sound of delicious guacamole.
So I'm gonna add our pieces of bacon in there now. I think you can use as much or as little as you want. While this is cooking, we're gonna start with our tomato. We're gonna dice this up into small little dices.
Next is lime. Literally just squeeze the lime juice in here.
If you're cooking something on your grill for your friends, once, 3 minutes, that's it. You got these beautiful marks. You look like a rock star.
Last but not least, cilantro. So I would say maybe like 1/3 of a cup. All this gets blended up. Very simple.
We have this beautiful pineapple, little dice for my guacamole. My guacamole is going to be chunky. Yeah, I know, chunky like you, chef. Yeah, chunky like me.
I love onions. Onions always add a nice just kick to anything I eat.
I got 2 Roma tomatoes here. I'm basically just gonna dice these down, leaving the seeds in.
So let's do this fast because we're in a restaurant business. Everything has to be fast. There we go. Grilled pineapple for my guacamole.
I think I'd be open to having fruit in my guacamole.
I myself am definitely afraid of spicy things, but I'm not afraid of jalapenos. Hot tip, you wanna make sure you get no seeds in this if you're not a spicy person. That's what makes it spicy.
All right, so let's start with the mango. It's gonna add the sweetness that I'm looking for. Little dices on my guacamole.
I've had a lot of people give me tips and tricks on how to like deal with garlic. The one I found that works the best is just cut the ends and it'll help you get that skin off.
Beautiful mango. Now limes. This is how you get a lot of juice out of your limes. You squeeze the crap out of them. Now I want to use my hands, but since we're here in America, we're gonna use this because we make everything easier here.
Wow, welcome to Bacon City.
All right, so now habanero. I was looking for a really hot pepper that will stay away from the jalapeno and serrano, which are very normal to use on the guacamole. So I want it to be something really spicy. Now let's do some onions. I'm using white because it has more bite to it.
So our bacon is set. Let's get into these avocados.
Now, onto the fun stuff. This is a Dominican avocado. Now, it is not the traditional avocado used for guacamole, but I kind of want to try them out today.
Yes, it's meaty, it's huge, but it has too much liquid.
I think they'll be just fine.
We have 4 Hass avocados today. Why Hass? Because Hass is universally the best avocado to use for guacamole.
How do you choose the best avocado?
You kind of just go around, you kind of push it down a bit, and if there's a little bit of a give, I think that's perfect.
Can you imagine someone grabbing you be like, oh, I want to make sure you're right. You're good for me, right? You don't do that to somebody. Why you do that to the avocado?
Also, not very green. It's pretty dark, it's pretty brown, it's pretty red.
Ahora sí,
I remove
tenía que ir al baño.
And when I do that, you see the color? the yellow. This means that this avocado, it's perfect. If it's too brown, that's that you have a really ripe avocado. And if it's too green, it needs more.
Bam. Now this pit looks pretty ready to come out, but if it wasn't, knife again, right to the top, takes the pit out for you.
I'm gonna rip the seed out. See you later, seed.
Nice.
You're welcome.
¿Eh? ¿Cómo?
You're welcome. We're gonna cut it into dice, so you have to be gentle and careful. I'll do it fast because I'm a professional.
But these, they feel a little different. I'm gonna try this a little bit. They're almost like a little sweet. I kind of like this. Okay, perfect. I think we're all in good hands now.
We're almost ready to make the best guacamole you ever seen in your entire life.
To mash up these avocados,
in my entire life.
use a good old potato masher.
In my
I like
entire
using a whisk.
life,
A whisk is perfect because everything
se
can
dice.
easily fall off of it, and it's got bigger surface area.
Let's begin with our Mexican blender. I have two types of molcajetes here. Obviously, this is from a machine. It comes from a machine because it's almost perfect. We're not gonna use this today, so what I'm gonna use, molcajete from a volcano rock.
This is the texture I'm looking for. If you want smoother than this, go for it, but I'm happy.
This looks good to me. Notice, again, I don't want an overly creamy guacamole. This still has some big chunks in it. Now I'm gonna start throwing stuff in here. I've got my Roma tomatoes, diced onions going next.
So we start with the onions, a little bit of salt, smashing them. I don't want you to eat my guacamole and have a chunk of onion.
I'm gonna add my jalapenos. And I'm gonna add
¿Por qué no? A mí me gusta.
Everything looks good here.
Mexican oregano. It's got sort of like a citrusy lemon flavor to it. And this is chili powder, which will give it a little bit of a kick. I don't want to add too much. I'm just gonna start mixing this together.
Now I'm gonna add some cilantro. Now let's marrow this thing too, because I want to get the flavors out of the cilantro.
Now I'm gonna start scooping
ese cilantro me empezó a oler súper bien.
chili, onion, cilantro into the base of my guacamole.
¡Eh! ¡Estoy viendo eso! Dude.
Guacamole. And mix that in.
Now all we have left to add to our guacamole is our cilantro and lime juice. And we're just gonna juice 1.5 limes.
I like to be generous with the salt. I don't know, I feel like Chef Frank, he taught me about the importance of salting your food.
Now let's add the habanero.
Sí, es muy importante.
Yes, for me, so I'm just gonna add 2 pieces. So now you have cilantro, the habanero, and this is how the Aztec used to do this.
Now, this is definitely gonna stir the pot a little bit. White beans. They've just been something that I've been throwing in my guacamole lately, because like I said, I like a hearty, chunky guacamole. I know people are gonna fight me on this.
Beans in the guacamole, I don't know, but how I feel about that. No, it does bother me for some reason.
I would like beans in my guacamole.
Some
I love you, man.
beans.
The last thing I'm gonna add is more cilantro. I am gonna dice this up nice and small.
Some
So we have the
beans.
space now. Now, the avocado. We dice it that way because we want chunky avocado. So now I'm gonna smash this a little bit.
Even though the consistency
¿Qué es esto,
is
dude?
not
Daño
as
por oro. ¿Qué es
chunky
daño
and
por
thick
oro?
as you would get with a Haas avocado, I think these avocados work
Daño
great.
infligido a campeones enemigos por cada uno de oro.
Now
¿Qué
we're
es
gonna add the
eso?
fruits. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of
Dude.
mango, a little bit of pineapple,
Dude, mira.
pomegranate. Yes,
Mira.
pomegranate.
Todo lo
Look at
tengo
this
hasta acá,
beauty. And now
excepto
it's gonna
esto.
be
Y me está...
lime
No,
time. I know, pomegranate seeds on your guacamole? That's right. This guacamole is full of surprises. I think it's gonna need salt before I try. That's it. Doesn't need anything else. One of the most important things that I always tell my cooks and my wife and everybody that cooks
I
with
don't know,
me
man.
is
Fuck you.
presentation.
I'm gonna try to avoid getting any guac splash outside of the center of the glass.
Look, it's nice and chunky.
So let's start with the chicharrón. I'm gonna use this as a plate. So I'm just gonna put it right in the middle. See, that's already crazy. Now we are going to scoop this on a rustic kind of way. See, it looks yummy already.
So you can see these chips are nice and golden brown. They're also very crisp. And we're just gonna circle around our guacamole.
The garnish for this is gonna be super simple. I like radishes. I think the color looks gorgeous. All you need is a couple little slices to make it look nice. Man, this looked so much easier online.
A little bit of pineapple.
¿Por qué no lo hace con el
We're gonna
cuchillo?
add some mango.
Spread out our chips a little bit. We're gonna add this right on top, just like that. Just a mountain of crumble.
These little discs, super small, but they look really cute. I'm kind of just gonna put them in the top up here. Bang.
And this is gonna be the rock star of the dish, the pomegranates. Oh my gosh, this looks beautiful.
Ah, porque no llegan.
Queso fresco, basically, is very similar to a ricotta, but a little bit more on the firm size.
Last and never least are lime wedges.
Last but not least, I always like to hit it with one last squeeze of lime. I'm gonna do a squeeze of lime over everything.
Cilantro macho. Now, this is a normal cilantro. You normally find this everywhere. This you don't find it anywhere. You have to know a guy like I know a guy. I love to use this because
¿Qué es un cilantro macho?
There's more, right? Plantain chips. Now we're gonna make some room and we're gonna have some.
¿Qué es un cilantro macho?
And this is my chips and guac.
A la mierda, me
And
asusté.
this is my chips and guacamole.
And this is my chips and guacamole.
Damn, mira eso. ¿Dónde están los chips? Ja.
The crunch between the bacon and the chip is really.
No sabes ni lo que hablas, man. Fuck you. La ceremonia del grito de la independencia va a ser excepcional. Ajá, a ver.
Invito a todo el pueblo de México.
No.
La ceremonia del grito va a ser excepcional, muy importante.
No.
Es sorpresa.
No.
No va a haber asistencia porque tenemos que cuidar todavía los contagios de la pandemia. Tenemos que cuidar.
Ok, tengo que pasar 1.5 si no lo escucho.
Va a ser un espectáculo cívico de primer orden. Una gran sorpresa. Aprovecho para hacer un llamado respetuoso, fraterno.
Ay, por Dios, ¿qué puede hacer algo de sorpresa en una independencia?
A las televisoras y a las estaciones de radio. Ojalá y se enlacen para que todos los mexicanos desde sus hogares puedan presenciar la ceremonia de grito con los festejos y que todos en nuestras casas también conmemoremos esta fecha histórica. Todavía tenemos tiempo de colocar banderitas, nuestras banderas.
Ah, por eso había mucho carro con banderas de México. Ah, no manches.
Orgullo como nación.
Fuck you.
No olvidar nuestra historia, no olvidar nuestro pasado.
Yo, en serio, dejen de usar Nasu, es una porquería de campeón, man.
Así como nuestros padres, nuestros abuelos respetaban a los símbolos patrios, conmemoraban estas fechas, así debemos de seguir. Esas son tradiciones cívicas buenas que nos ayudan a tener identidad, a estar orgullosos de nuestro país, que es un gran país, México. Entonces, están invitados para el 15, están invitados para el 16. El 16 es la ceremonia por los 200 años de independencia y también desfile militar, el 16.
No. 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 A ver, vamos a ver qué ha hecho el Universal, man, a ver. Sí, es cierto, me hace falta ver sobre eso. A ver, déjalo, pongo aquí. Tararararara.
Solo una Jordan con un martillo.
Tararararara. ¿Quién era, man? Pero aquí... Hay uno que se llama Jubilé Español. Esta cosa, man, que no funciona la ñ. Está. Exacto. Hay que hacer estos 3 más videos X, man. Todo esto ya lo vi, man. Ahí está. Guardar. Ah. Tararara, tararara. Arranca gala de Met Fashionistas no. Ok, dude, dame un video. AMLO a la cumbre de la ONU. AMLO calificó como muy bien la gestión de Claudia. Vincula proceso de reportero. Así fue como un comando rescató a el Calamardo.
Un video que circula en redes sociales demuestra la forma en que hombres armados y con trajes tipo militar de la Unidad de Operaciones Especiales de la Armada de México entraron a la Fiscalía de Tamaulipas para liberar a José Alfredo Hernández, alias el Calamardo, líder de los Metros, un grupo del Cártel del Golfo. Fue el pasado 13 de julio cuando un comando fue captado por cámaras de seguridad, donde se muestra a 4 personas armadas que ingresan a las instalaciones de la Policía Ministerial Investigadora. El Calamardo falleció el viernes 3 de septiembre, al parecer en un enfrentamiento con miembros del ejército, mientras las autoridades buscaban recapturarlo. Sin embargo, en el video dado a conocer por el portal Vice World, se observa el rescate del Calamardo. Sin que nadie se opusiera a su ingreso, los 4 hombres armados vestidos con ropa táctica y chalecos blindados se desplazan por el edificio donde solamente encuentran a su paso a un hombre, al que le piden tirarse al suelo. Luego, una mujer y un menor también se tiran al piso. El video muestra cómo uno de los hombres armados quiebra un cristal a patadas para ingresar a otra oficina, que lo hace llegar a los separos donde se encuentra el área de celdas. En este momento se muestra cómo el Calamardo, también conocido como Metro 27, saca la mano por entre los barrotes de la celda. El pistolero regresa por un guardia vestido como policía municipal, quien abre la celda para que el capo sea liberado. En el video difundido por Vice World, se observa que el rescate duró alrededor de 6 minutos. Tras la fuga, policías ministeriales del estado, agentes del Grupo de Operaciones Especiales y Militares, buscaron al Calamardo por diversas zonas de Reynosa, donde se registraron enfrentamientos. En estos hechos, se reportó una persona abatida y la detención de otras 3, quienes habrían participado en el rescate.
¡A la miércoles!
Bienvenidos a la tienda del computador.
Damn. ¿Por qué hay un set jungla, dude? Ah, no. Dude, nunca te hagas esto de primeras, man. ¿Espada larga de primeras? Oh my Jesus. Espada larga de primeras, dude.
Se han generado súbditos.
El martillo hace el trabajo. Yo solo lo llevo de lado a lado.
Uy, era mejor irme con fase veloz, man.
Un invocador se ha reconectado.
¿Cómo que mi martillo es muy grande?
¿Ya perdió un minion, really? The fuck? Oh my Jesus. Fuck, man. Ocupado pushar esa línea.
Bien, sigamos buscando al héroe. No puedo abandonar algo tan importante.
Ay, no hay piña, dude. Please.
Ha muerto un aliado.
Oh, Jesus Lord, dude. ¿Tiene Ignite? Tiene Ignite, dude. I don't know, man.
Volvamos a intentar.
¿De veras tiene Ignite? Quédate con el farm, dude. Mátalo rápido, dude.
Sí, es más pesado de lo que parece.
No. Au. ¿Cómo se me dio, man? Oh my Jesus Lord, dude, what the fuck is that? Yeah. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck is that? Es que no me puedo ir.
Con Premium te invitamos a una nueva forma de escuchar que te permite conectarte a tus altavoces, TV o cualquier dispositivo compatible mediante una configuración simple para que puedas disfrutar de tu música sin interrupciones. También puedes escuchar música on demand y reproducir cualquier canción, incluso en dispositivos móviles. Cámbiate a Premium ahora mismo.
What the fuck?
Clic en el banner para obtener más información.
Ahora sí ya me voy.
¿Quién diría que hay tantos héroes?
Oh my Jesus, dude. Oh my God, what is that?
¿Alguien vio un héroe por aquí? Me comprometo al 100%. 100% es todo, ¿verdad?
puedo farmear, no puedo hacer nada, dude. Lo voy a tener que hacer proxy, dude. No hay de otra.
Las misiones son tan difíciles. Espero que me esté apoyando. Sí que camino mucho.
Se acabó.
¿Listo, martillo?
Se acabó.
Eso.
¿Y si le hago 3 trenzas? En caso de el martillo hace el trabajo. Yo solo
Acá solo siento le hablo.
¿Cómo que mi martillo es muy grande? No puede ser.
Sí, que tengo un pingo, ¿verdad?
Está bien, lo admito. Estoy perdida.
Estoy perdiendo minions.
No enojes a mi martillo.
Bye bye. ¿Viste cuánto perdió la Oilman? Su fan perfecto se acaba de ir a la basura. Uf.
¿Para qué volví? Creo que me iré por este camino.
Racha del enemigo.
Lamento eso. Un martillazo a la vez.
What? Ah, my Jesus.
Espero que no esté apoyado. No puedo abandonar algo tan...
Yep. Holy shit, dude. Ah, Jesus, dude. Nope. What the fuck? Ya tengo para el objeto. Nice, dude.
Sigamos buscando al héroe.
Un enemigo está dominando.
Qué demasiado de tu parte.
No.
Lorena ha sido destruida.
Además no tuvo el oro extra, man, que es lo bueno.
Es más pesado de lo que parece. Espero agradarle al héroe. Lo tengo. ¿Sabes qué me caería bien? Una carreta.
The fuck? ¿Otra vez ustedes? Dude. Dude. ¿Otra vez ustedes? ¿En serio, dude? No. Se gana, ¿de qué hablas? Dude, deja morir esa torre. Oh my Jesus. I don't get it, dude. Dude, ¿por qué no dejó morir la torre? ¿Por qué no dejaron morir la torre? No entiendo.
Todo es parte del...
Finally, dude, ya me puedo mover. ¡Ah, dude! Ni esquivando todo gano, dad. ¿Really? Ni esquivando todo gano. ¿Really? Esquivé todo. Dude, esquivé todo. Y aún así me ganó. Me ganó sin darme una habilidad. What? Me ganó sin darme ni una habilidad. ¿Por qué pusieron al mismo? Oh my Jesus. The fuck is that? Dude, ¿esa Kinder no me tocó en la pasada? La Kinder hizo que... La Kinder hizo que tanqueara como 4 básicos de... What? ¿Espera, qué?
No vamos a dejar que nada te interrumpa, mucho menos un anuncio. Te confieso algo.
No, yo de una Kuma, really?
Y entonces, para más información.
Ah. Puta mierda de campeón, man, ¿Sí? Oh my fuck. ¿Qué está él? Dude. Christ. What the fuck is happening? Oh my Jesus. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that? What the fuck? Huh? What is that? entiendo, dude. ¿Qué es eso? 29 kills, dude. What the fuck?
Creo que me iré por este camino.
Puedo pushar. ¿Me va a venir? Ok, dude, GG. Va, next play. Bien jugado, well play. What? ¿Qué? ¿Onda? ¿Cuál es este campeón? What? Nah, dude, ¿qué es esto? Te mataba de 3 básicos, what the fuck? Tres básicos, dude. Tres básicos. What the fuck? ¿Eh? Nah, dude. Nah, fuck off. Nah, lo voy a dejar hasta aquí, man. Nah. Fuck off, dude. I'm done. Nah, ni siquiera abre el LOL. Y se abre 2 veces esta porquería de los mierdas. Ah, fuck off, dude. I'm done. Nos vemos esta mañana, chicos. Bye bye.